my name is Abda and I'm cooking a very simple, popular dish today for One Green Kitchen. And I've actually decided to make matar aloo. Translated in English is peas and potato. This is a very popular dish in India and Pakistan. And usually it's made in the winter because peas are usually harvested in the winter. So it's a popular dish in the winter. But I'm going to make it using very simple ingredients. Different people cook it differently. You could always add other vegetables to it, but I'm just making simple peas and potato curry. So the spices I'm using today is all in this plate, and it's simple spices what you could buy in every supermarket. So I start with haldi here, turmeric. It's 1.5 teaspoons, and I've got Himalayan salt, 1.5 teaspoons as well, or afterwards you might find that you want more or less, but you could add it yourself. I've got coriander here, which is, I crushed that earlier on today, so that's crushed coriander seeds, and I also got cumin seeds here, which I crushed as well. So they're, both them two added together is more like a garam masala, but I'm doing them separately. And to give the curry a little bit of colour and flavour, I've added some paprika, which is 1.5 teaspoons as well. And in this dish, it goes 2 medium-sized onions, and I've got 4 green chilies. I quite like it hot, but if you like it to be less hot, then just add less chilies. And I like my curries usually quite a nice garlicky flavour, so I've got a few garlic cloves, and also I've got 1/4 of a tin of plum tomatoes, and that's quite nice. And also I've got frozen peas. That works really well. And I've got some, I think it's 500 grams of baby leaf potatoes, and they will cook brilliantly. And I'm also using sunflower oil. Just putting the flame just a little bit medium, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, put that right down there, and I'm just going to let that couple of minutes. I'm going to throw the onions in. I'm going to be cooking the onions first, making the onions a bit brown. So as you can see, this is getting a little bit more browner, and then I'm going to start adding the garlic. So how I add the garlic, I'm going to grate the garlic. So I've got a grate here, and I'm just going to do it very easy. So I'm just putting the grated garlic in there. It brings the flavour a little bit more, and it dissolves it actually. Grating it just brings the flavour out a little bit more. I'm just grating all the garlic in there. Other people have pestle and mortar, but I just find this way easy, and it does a trick as well. And what you will find is sometimes, oh my god, if you think it's burning, just add a little bit of water. So I'm going to add a little bit of water, and prevents it from burning. Really. That's the last bit. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to a bit. Just let it gently cook a little bit for further 2 to 3 minutes, and then the next thing I will add is the tomatoes and the green chilies. Just let that saute a bit, evaporate it a little bit, and then I'm going to add the green chilies. In they go. I'm also going to add the plum tomatoes in the tin. You can add fresh tomatoes, it's what you've got in your house, it's preference. I like adding tin tomatoes. Just break that a bit. Got quite a few juice in there. I'm going to let that simmer for a good 5 minutes. And then I'm going to start adding the spices in and let that simmer as well. So I'm going to put the lid on and I'm just going to let that simmer now. I'm just making these potatoes just a little bit more smaller pieces because they cook quickly then. So I'm just making them all the same size really. Just breaking down the tomatoes. Basically, this method is like a basic, simple foundation for any vegetable curry. You could add potato and cauliflower in there. You could add sweet potato, carrots, vegetables, any vegetables you like. So, but you know, today I'm using peas and potato. Oil coming onto the top. I'm going to add my spices now, so I'm just going to chuck them all in. So just chuck in coriander, cumin and paprika, gives it a bit more richness and colour, haldi, turmeric and salt. Okay, all that goes in. Just give it a good stir. If you have a look at it, you've got the oil coming on the sides. Can you see the oil coming on the sides? And it's forming more like a thick paste. That's what you actually need. When you see that the oil is on the top and it's gone on the side, then you need to add your potatoes in. And I'm just going to add the potatoes in there. Just need to coat the masala mixture with the potatoes. So it'll be more like this kind of colour. It actually smells lovely. Add some peas to the mixture. This is about 10 minutes before you take it off. So just a handful of peas. Not too much, I would say 1 small cup of peas. That's enough. Just give it a good stir. Just going to let that simmer as well. The potatoes still need a little bit more cooking. We'll put on low heat and just let that simmer. There. Cooked now, so it's still bubbling away. If I turn the heating off, if you can see, you've got a little bit of oil coming up to the top. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some coriander to this. I'm going to turn the heat off, and it's so simple to make actually, so simple. It's very tasty. So all I'm doing is I'm just putting some coriander on top. And that's the dish already.